Hey, on WBTV, we're going to be continuing from what we were covering last week, Dead by Daylight 5th Anniversary live stream. Today we're going to be talking about the 6-year roadmap, the Realm Beyond, and everything new that's coming to the game. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. There's a lot of hype stuff coming. First of all, let's look at the 6th-year roadmap. Now, I know some people got salty about this because they're like, we all know what happens. A killer comes out every 3 months. But, it's nice that, they kind of give us a little bit more of like an outline, in case things change. So, new chapters. Year 6 will include a total of 4 new killers and 5 new survivors and 2 new maps. So this was good.
Oh, okay. 5 new survivors.
Yeah, and we're also going to get 2 new maps, which is really nice, compared to last year where we got 0 new maps, which means the Realm Beyond will slow down a little bit. They must have heard our advice that we want new maps, which is good. The archives, the fans can look forward to 4 new tomes that will continue to expand on the lore of Dead by Daylight. And the events, as they kind of alluded to earlier last year, their team is planning on focusing on the 2 major events, which are the anniversary event and the Halloween event. And then there's going to be smaller kind of reward-based events in there, like the winter event and the lunar event, like we saw last year. Kind of events based more on login rewards and different things like that, over like new in-game items and stuff like we saw in the anniversary and the Halloween event.
No offense to Dead by, but some of their events are just a little lackluster, Like, wasn't the Lunar Year event all it was, lunar generators and lunar hooks?
Yeah.
If you complete a lunar gen or get a lunar hook on a hook, the fireworks go off and you get bonus blood points. Woo!
Yeah.
And then now the newest event, they've called it an event, but I know specifically polyester YouTubers, and I myself am choosing to call it a challenge.
Yeah.
Because it's not an event with Noam Chomsky.
Yeah.
So, they think an event, when I hear an event changes the game entirely, or adds something actually new to it. But when it's just an item that you can go interact with, like a Pustola flower, or a Pustola petal, or you have to find a golden crown on a pedestal for the anniversary, or just complete a gen, I don't know. They just don't seem very cool to me, or very game-changing. I don't know. They're kind of lackluster.
Honestly, I think the last good event they had was the, Pustola Serum event. That event was good. And that was we haven't seen an event after that really added something new to the game. 4th anniversary, go get a crown. And then last year, Blight, everybody's doing drugs in Dead by Daylight. And, I mean, that event, it seemed like it was going to be really good, but in the end, it wasn't great. Not the best Halloween.
I think, it was better than most others, but
Yeah. First steps into the fog. Dead by Daylight's looking to rework the tutorial to Dead by Daylight. They are hoping to help initiate new matchmaking initiatives, combining in-game toxicity with localized news. Dead by Daylight is focusing on creating a top-tier first experience for anybody new to the franchise. So they're kind of hoping to go over the tutorial. They talked about maybe introducing AI into the tutorial to kind of allow people to actually play a couple full games of Dead by before they get into the toxic reality that is Dead by Daylight live. So
maybe something they could think about doing, or something I think would be valuable, is sure, you can learn the basics of Dead by, but you have to learn so much more. You have to learn every single map, you have to learn the layouts, you have to learn how killers play and how to counter them. So even maybe adding free play mode or training mode, where you can go and explore on any of the maps. And like you said, there's an AI killer chasing you. You can run chase challenges or chase training, or you can load in multiple different killers to see how they play and how you can counter them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking from somebody who never ever did the tutorial of Dead by Daylight, I just kind of went in, and when you go in without doing the tutorial, folks, it's a mess. It's a freaking mess. So, like, having a good tutorial, I think, is a good idea.
Yeah, definitely a more engaging tutorial.
Yeah.
Could be better.
Realm Beyond updates, as I said, will continue, as well as live design updates. So they have already released some of the data that they're going to be fixing and tweaking and redesigning all of the 4 main survivors looks. Not Quentin's not getting the face rework, unfortunately, but everybody else is getting the face rework. And on top of that, as they said, they're going to be looking into fixing animations, like the healing animation, and hopefully it goes better this time.
Yep, they're trying to fix animations again.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
We all know what happened last time.
Yeah.
God,
Didn't
such a meme.
Didn't work too good.
Such a meme.
They also did say that they are looking at doing a sweep through every. Oh, okay. I'll talk about that later. Never mind. Okay. Okay.
Jump cut, instant jump cut right there.
Jump cut, cut it. Okay, Realm Beyond update challenges. The game is 5 years old, so they're really trying to continually go through all the maps. They're hoping to make it through all of the maps by the end of this year, I think they said. One of the main things they're talking about focusing on is terrain, which I think is really good, because that's one of the things where Dead by Daylight kind of is not up to modern day standards via video game terrain. So they're hoping to add an interesting new element to the rework, following us to explore more with terrain in Dead by Daylight. There's a possibility in creating areas that are less flat and more varied, with hills and valleys, opening up gameplay possibilities for both killers and survivors. So this kind of intrigued me, because every event, or every map, is pretty much flat, except for Simba Rock. And there isn't many terrain differences, and I feel like adding terrain differences, definitely in the Red Forest, would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's such a large map that, there's nothing really going on with it, so
yeah,
adding something like that could be super fun.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like it would kind of fit the design of the map. Like Coldwind, it's a farm, so it's obviously going to be kind of flat, but like the Red Forest could be like really hilly and stuff like that. Textures and animations. We're updating textures to bring older characters closer to where we are today with new character and killer releases. So this is, as we said, going through the killers and the face reworks. Lobbies. Another thing they want to go through is what player sees when they enter a lobby or entering into a game. We're putting some care into reassuring the experience, make sure they draws you in immediately. So they might be fixing up the way lobbies look, and they also might be fixing up that kind of first cut scene in the game, which is pretty good. So pretty much coming soon, we'll probably see almost a whole new kind of game looking here. Whole new look to the game. Not a whole new game looking. Yeah, all good news
they're
there.
just trying to revamp everything, you know?
Yeah.
Look what they did with the HUD.
Yeah, that worked well. Next, live design. This is where the shit gets good here, folks. So, killer updates. Moving forward, the team is hoping to review and update, release and balance, and patch every killer within the next 2 to 3 major updates after they go live. So, this means that hopefully they're going to go through a lot of the newer killers, it seems like they're saying. So, twins, maybe, other people like that, trying to patch and hotfix the killers and make adjustments along the way. And they're talking about this for new killer releases too. So this hopefully means that we'll get maybe a little bit smoother killer releases. By maybe a couple months in, all of the bugs will be fixed out and the killer will be pretty balanced. Unlike what we saw with Twins or Freddy, where it was just like, they're shit and we know they're shit, and then they just never came back to them. At least at the moment, they've never came back to them for the longest time. Yeah,
Freddy stayed a terrible killer forever.
Yeah.
And Twins are still pretty bad. Like, you have to play some really, like, boring tactics and boring gameplay to win as the Twins.
Yeah.
So.
Next new biggest thing into the game is a new thing with totems. A new perk type. So unlike Hex Totem, perks or obsession perks. We're working on a new type of perk that is just for survivors. Boon totem perks will offer new types of interactions for survivors standing next to dull totems during the trial. See more details here. So we'll bring this into the camera here, guys, so you guys can see what these boon totems are going to look like. So obviously these are a work in progress, but I think this is really cool. We're not really sure exactly how they're going to work, but it's very interesting to see if they're actually going to allow killers to cleanse totems themselves to deactivate, similar to a hex totem, or it's going to be something like your boon totem perk activates when you're near a boon totem on the map. Who knows? But that would kind of be my idea.
Yeah, I think it's also quite interesting, like you said, like, survivors find a dull totem, and instead of the stereotypical, I see totem, I cleanse, or like stuff like that, like, you place your own hex to fight back against the killer. Like, again, all these perks implementing, they're more like fight back against the killer instead of like how to avoid the killer or how to improve other abilities. They're adding new abilities and new things of how to fight against the killer, which I think is really interesting. It's really cool.
Yeah. It would also be kind of cool if the way boon totems work would it be you have a boon totem perk and it does not become activated until you cleanse a boon totem. That would be another interesting thing, because that would kind of be really nice to work along with like inner strength, or maybe that new totem perk that just came out, because it would be like you cleanse inner strength.
Yeah,
you
get you just run a totem build.
Yeah, like totems could become a new big thing for survivors in the game.
Yeah, I think it's very cool. Instead of them just being hexes. And like inner strength, even all the way back when they added inner strength, they made dull totems actually have a purpose now.
Yeah.
Like, the only purpose for dull totems before was, blood points, and they have no ed. But then they had now inner strength, you can heal from cleansing totems. And now boon totems, survivors can now use totems against the killers? Like, they can gain powers from the totems? Like,
it's hype.
Oh, so cool. Behavior is taking totems in such a good direction, and I love it.
Yeah, totems were definitely a very underused portion of the game. Like, even before hexes came out, they were just like kind of dumb that they were even there, and now they've given purpose to all of them.
They were just there, dude. Literally.
Finally, a Memento Mori update. They are revitalizing Moris and discussing a new approach where triggering them is no longer based on the killer playing and playing an offering. It's rather earning them through gameplay during a trial. This would provide both an interesting new game mechanic in the new objectives and strategic decision making, as well as an opportunity for survivors to either engage with the new system or not. This is a very early stage and will likely go through several changes before release. So the way that I understood this would be it would be kind of more like a finishing move in Mortal Kombat, where once you had killed all of the survivors in a trial, your last kill, instead of hooking, you would have the option to Mori, which I think would be kind of cool, because some killers don't like to equip Mori because they think it's toxic, or they kind of know it's toxic, so they don't want to do it. But Moris are cool, like for killers, they're cool for killer mains, so it's like, might as well allow them to use their Mori a little bit. And if you get a 4K, you get to see your Mori. It's kind of like an award for doing it, kind of a final finishing move.
I think also, like, the one thing that irked me with Mori is just, literally, you could kill a survivor before they had been 3-hooked. You bypass a built-in, like, part of the game. But, like, I think they reworked Moris a while ago, and I think now even a pink Mori, you can only kill a survivor when they're on their last hook, which I think that was still balanced. I think that was balanced enough, and they didn't really have to rework that. I think that was a good change, but, like, honestly, I like the idea that you don't have to waste an offering on bringing in Mori, and it's just a built-in character in-game mechanic now.
Yeah.
Like, I think that just adds a lot more flavor to the game. It adds a lot more fun. Like, Moris are seen as a cooler thing, and a built-in and fun thing, instead of, like, toxic, right? Like you said. Like, a lot of people only see Moris as toxic.
And finally, the 5th anniversary celebration. So, you know, same things. They're encouraging you to follow them on social media, share 5 years of Dead by Daylight. They're calling out artists to help design new community line for their merch store. DBD community shares stories with us on social media. They introduced the Pride Charm for Pride Month. Finally, Dead by Daylight anniversary event. It is a limited time event happening from July 1st to July 15th. Oh, it's not June, it's July? That's a dumbo.
You mean June?
It says July.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Why do I gotta wait so long? Crapo beans, boys. I wanted to play now. I thought it was gonna be next month. I mean, it's nice that Resident Evil will be out, though, when that event happens. But, you know, that just kind of ruined my day a little bit here. Similar to last year,
Jack, you know.
Yeah,
we told him he could get Leon S. Kennedy with the event, but no.
Yeah. He's gotta wait. So first of all, similar to last year, they got a new crown that you can collect for all original killers and survivors by taking it off the pedestal and escaping with the crown. And no, Bill cannot get a crown. Community challenges. This was really cool. So back when Dead by Daylight was still on PC only, they had community challenges where they would give a challenge for the entire community, and that community as a whole would complete that challenge. So it'd be like repair a total of 800 generators or something like that, and then by the community playing as a whole, they would complete that challenge and as a whole get like 250,000 free blood points from Dead by. So they're bringing back community challenges to give away exclusive outfit charms that players can unlock by reaching community goals for crown collection. This will be announced on our social media channels when it becomes closer to the event. So I think that's kind of cool. I'm guessing it might be something like the amount of crowns
that's super cool
unlocked. But yeah, that's kind of nice that there's challenges that you can do by yourself, and then there's challenges that you can do as a community. Special items. As a survivor, you can find special toolboxes, medkits, flashlights in the blood web that will toss confetti when used. Fun things here, folks.
Woo!
Iridescent Iridescent shard giveaway. Over the first week of the event, we'll be giving away enough iridescent shards so that each player logging on can unlock a new full original character. Now, see, they did say something in the stream about orc cells and giving away orc cells so people could buy a licensed character as well on top of the shards. I don't know if this is still happening. I'll have to look into it. Maybe I heard something wrong, but that's what I thought. So we'll get back to you on that one. But yes, iridescent shards unlock a full original character in the first week. And Shrine of Secrets. For the duration of the event, the Shrine of Secrets will shuffle every day, and every perk will only cost 500 shards. Will cost 500 shards less than normal. So that will give anybody the opportunity who's new to the game.
Oh, during the event?
Yes. Shrine of Secrets will shuffle every day, and the perks will cost 500 shards less than normal. So that's it for the event.
Wait, every day they're resetting?
Yeah.
And they're only 500 less cheaper?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't... Sure.
On time.
Again. Uh-huh.
Thank you, baby.
Why not, I guess?
So anyways, guys, that's it. That's it for the updates coming to Dead by Daylight. Some cool things coming, you know, the rework to all the killers, the Boon totems. Definitely interesting things to see how they implement in the future. Glad to see that we're going to get 2 more new maps this year, too. That's also hype. And that we'll be getting an extra survivor.
Very exciting.
We'll have another chapter with 2 survivors, which will be interesting to see as well. So, without further ado, thank you guys for watching this episode of WBTV. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys did not see the episode last week, we talked about the Resident Evil chapter and everything that entailed. But like, comment, subscribe, share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with the guy at Freshco, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thank you guys for watching WBTV. If you want to see more videos like this one, click the video on the right.
If you want to see skits, click the video on the left. And make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video.